What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Costa Doing Business. And already lost my... I'll be right back. Today we could be selling the Acura, so I'm going to try to clean this thing up, vacuum it out a little bit. There's nothing I can do with the outside because it's raining. We're going to drive it in the rain and hope it sells. I'm actually giving the guy a pretty good deal. I'll tell you guys at the end, but I think it's fair. All right, guys, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is the Rsx is officially sold. So the WRX is now our main focus. That is gone. So we are going to be looking for a new car for the channel. And I have a bunch of options on which direction I want to go. Do we get another turbo 4-cylinder car like this, or do we go a little bit nicer with like a BMW M3 or maybe a Cadillac ATS-V? I mean, there's so many options, and there's a small part of me that says get a first-gen Raptor, but we'll see what happens. So that's the end of an era for the channel. F's in the chat, boys. Tonight we're going to be reinstalling the Force Performance FP Green on the Hawkeye, and probably I'm going to try to get these 1050, the COBB 1050X injectors in. And then this car is going to be ready for a tune, and she's going to rip. So hopefully I can put everything together. It's been a couple days since I tore everything apart, and let's just get into it. So, as you guys saw, it was a couple days ago. We are waiting on shipping on a new car. I just wanted to tell you guys, it is official. The car is not here yet, but the car is coming. And I would say in the next video or two, we're gonna have a huge addition to the channel. I'm pretty freaking stoked. I kind of hasn't set in yet. It's definitely a little bit different than anything we've had before, but I'm excited. So, really like to get this WRX finished. Hopefully I can get these O-rings and get these O-rings seated in there properly, because I have 2 of the 4 that are leaking, which is not good. So if I can get new O-rings and get those seated properly, the fuel pump actually looks relatively easy, and then we're ready for a tune. I'd love to get this thing all buttoned up tonight. It's gonna depend on whether or not I can get O-rings that fit. I got a bunch of O-rings, but it looks a tad bigger than, as you can see right here, that focuses. I pinched the shit out of it. You see that? I smashed it. So needless to say. So that's the new O-ring. That doesn't, I mean, that looks... Looks like it could work. I got some stuff to do. We're gonna finish this up tonight, hopefully. We're back at the WRX. I am going to attempt to get these freaking fuel injectors in and seated. It's very tight in here. Our fuel was coming out right there. So I got the key turned on. I'm gonna connect the battery. And we have no leak. So one is done. And I'm fucking pumped. So now we've got a leak out over here at this other one. I'm gonna pull that out. I'm gonna inspect that. So our passenger side front is finished. We have one on the driver's side. I probably shouldn't. I can smell fucking fire from hooking this battery up like that with all that gas and shit. I'm lucky I didn't blow myself up, all those sparks and stuff. That was dumb. Yeah, you live and you learn. Ooh. Always have a fire extinguisher around, which I do not. So, hopefully this side's just as easy. You can see all that fuel. It's just pouring out of there. Hopefully it's a similar situation. That one looks dry. I smashed this O-ring. So I'm gonna use the same O-ring that I had before on the other one that worked. This one's even worse. Oh yeah, I completely cut that one. All right, let's prime the pump. See if it leaks. Our fuel injectors are in. I am going to put everything back together, put the intercooler on. We're basically done under this bay. I need to get some, well, we're not done. We gotta put new spark plugs in before tune, and probably new coil packs just to be safe. I have no idea how old these are, and if we're gonna be looking for big power, we're definitely not gonna be wanting to be losing any, having poor spark. Tonight, we're gonna put that fuel pump in, and then that's basically gonna be it. And then we're ready for a tune. So we have a couple odds and ends. I have an ABS light on for some reason. The TGV valves is throwing a code saying that they're stuck open. But we're getting pretty close. There's only a couple more things that need to be done. And oh, and I broke that thing. No idea what this is. Anybody know what this is? Goes right here to the top of this. So, gotta figure out what the fuck that is. No clue. Alright, peace. Okay, and we're back, and this is gonna be the final portion of this. This is gonna be the final portion of this episode. We have the back seat torn out. All it was is two 12mm bolts at the bottom, 4 12mm bolts there. This comes off with a screw, 4 screws, and then pull that out, and we're gonna have a towel ready because it's going to be filled with gas, and then we're gonna install the new one. Oh man, I wish I had somewhere to frickin' sit. There's a gasket for my tail light that is literally flooded in water because I didn't put the gasket back in. Alright, we're pulling her out. And that thing is definitely in the way. Why is that there? I got it. And she's done this entire, well, maybe not. It's gonna be it. And we're gonna put this back in. All right, so fuel pump is in. We are going to just toggle the car on. And hope that nothing catches on fire. We really should have a... Let's listen for it. Oh yeah, it's bumping. We don't have a tune, obviously, but I just at least want to get this thing down on the ground, moving under its own power. I don't know exactly if it's gonna run or not. I mean, we definitely got a much bigger injectors. So I'm just gonna start putting everything back together, and I'll check in with you guys in a couple minutes for our first start. I'm about 14% sure that everything is hooked up. Minus this vacuum line right here that I broke, and whatever that sensor over there is that I broke. So we're gonna start it and let it run for a minute or two. Ow, what the fuck? God damn it, what the fuck was that? Oh, I just sat on this fucking screwdriver. Straight up my ass. Alright, let's get our gauges going. See if I can find the keys now. Here they are. All right, I am extremely nervous. Get some fuel to the... It's dead. All right, we're gonna have to tighten that down. Be right back. Freaking whining. Okay. Woo! All right, let's go check. Something smells. Definitely some funky smells. It smells like... I don't see any oil leaks from what I can tell. Nothing on the ground. Oh, baby. I have no idea what that is. We broke that off. Broke that off. I don't see any fuel leaks. Wow. That is insane. I'm down on coolant because I lost a little bit of coolant, you know, like doing all this. So I gotta get coolant to put in this before we can actually let it run. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this video here. Put a thumbs up on this video because we are so freaking close to getting this thing done. It is literally like, it's basically done. I have two little things I gotta figure out what the hell these are. And yeah, the goal for today to get this out of this garage is official. And it doesn't run that bad. Obviously it's gonna need to be tuned. We're gonna crank up the boost. But we got no leaks, and I'm pretty freaking stoked about that. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you soon. Peace.